Oh, we're live. Yep. Thank you so much.
Is anyone in there?
Can you all hear me?
Hello, Amanda. Yes, we are live now. So feel free to go ahead and get started.
All right then. Hello, everyone.
We are live now, so feel free to go ahead and get started.
Thank you for sticking with us. There are technical difficulties. I'm really sorry about that. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome. My name is Amanda. I'm with the Learning and Evaluation team at the Wikimedia Foundation. And on the Hangout as well as my colleague Maria, who's helping with all the complicated YouTube Live business. And we're going to give about a 20-minute demonstration of the Program and Events dashboard, followed by time to answer questions from all of you. Just a couple logistics. If you have questions at any time, please do type them in the chat on the side. We'll work them into the flow of the demo if we can, and respond to any others after the demo is over. And just a couple talking points, please let me know if I'm difficult to understand. When I get really excited, I tend to talk fast and use lots of words from California. Just let me know and I will correct myself. So the Program and Events dashboard here. Here. It's at outreachdashboard.wmflabs.org, and that link is below the video in the video description. Or shoot, it was in the last one, but I will be sure to re-add it to this one. So the basic purpose of this dashboard is to provide an easy way to organize groups of editors that are working on a common project, and to make it easy for the organizers and facilitators to track what all the participants are doing and what they've contributed during the event. So it's
You're not sharing.
Oh, thank you. Let me do this. I just assumed that would happen. I'm not sure why. Whoa.
Now you are.
All right. Can you see the dashboard now?
Yes, we can.
Yes. This is a spin-off of the Wiki Education Foundation's Wiki Ed dashboard, which works really great for its specific purpose. It's designed for education courses run by North American universities on English Wikipedia. So it's very niche, and we sort of took that, both the Wiki Education Foundation and the WMF, and sort of broadened it to make the Program and Events dashboard. So now this works on a variety of programs on any language of just about any Wikimedia project. So let's go through how you might use it for a program. There are two buttons here on the login page. You can either sign up with Wikipedia or log in using your Wikimedia account. So here, if you go to sign up, you see it takes you to Wikipedia, and you create an account, and then it will take you back to the dashboard. If you already have a Wikimedia account, you click on this login, and it asks you log in with your Wikipedia account through OAuth. And it says, is it okay that the dashboard interacts with pages? It will never do that without asking you first, and there are very few instances when you could actually do that. So it's not a big deal. So yeah, this is our landing page. If you're a participant who is following a link to a specific event, then instead of being taken to your landing page, you're taken to the event page directly. But since we're starting a new program and came in through the login page, we're taken to our own personal dashboard landing page. It's called My Dashboard in the tab up here. And this page shows a list of programs that you've been part of, either as a facilitator or as a participant. Up here, you can change the language that the dashboard displays in. The dashboard interface has been translated into an impressive amount of languages, but you can also work on your own language on Translate Wiki. The two main buttons here are either find a program or create a new program. If you click find a program, you're taken to the Explore tab here, which lists all the active programs sorted by most recent edits. But we, right now, are creating a new program. So let's click that button. So you're prompted to either create a new program from scratch or clone a previous program. You can clone a program that you have either been a participant in or that you have run yourself. And you just click this clone program button, but it's like a one-click clone, so I'm not going to do that right now. Let's instead create one from scratch. It wants you to add these fields here. We'll say demo test institution. I'll say I'm with the foundation. And let's do home language Spanish. So this is the language that the dashboard assumes you are editing articles in as part of your program. You can change that for each specific article. But this is just like, if you know in general what language most of the articles will be in, this is a easy way to do it. And we'll stick with Wikipedia. Start date, let's say it's today, end date tomorrow. And then here you can enter your program description. A description. This program will be so awesome. And you can include whatever you would like in the program description. Sort of why you're running it, who you're running it with, any details you want people to know about how to sign up or how to get to a venue, if it's going to be a live in-person event as well. Great, we click create my program. Hooray! This is the program page for the program that we just created. You can see it's called demo test. It has a description here that we entered. You can see the details of the program over here on the right. And if you want to add another facilitator, you can do it here. Let's say, yes, I really do want to add my other account as a facilitator. Oh, and so this is a quirk of the dashboard because of the language it is written in. You can't click outside of a box or click an X in a box to close it. You have to click the thing you clicked to open the box. That is something we would like to change, but complicated than we would like, so it's taking a little while. Just be aware. And let's say expected editors, I don't know, 50, and we save. These numbers up here, this bar is the overview of what's going on in your program. They'll fill out once your participants start editing. The algorithm to count these sometimes takes a little while to run, but an edit should definitely be counted in these metrics 24 hours after it took place. at the latest. So you can see up here, we're on the overview tab. There's also tabs for editors, articles, uploads to Commons, and activity log of recent activity of participants of this program. In here, it's given us a notification that I was in fact added as a facilitator, and that the project has been published. So this is a helpful link that you can share with your participants so they can sign up directly for this course, for this program, pardon me. On the, you can also get that link on the editors tab under participation. So,
Amanda?
yes.
Viewers are asking if you can talk a little bit slower, please.
Thank you. I absolutely can.
And try not to brush your fingers or your papers over the microphone of the computer. Thank you. Oh,
I have no idea where the microphone on the computer is, so I will just keep the papers well away. So let me see, just for a moment, if I can share this link with you all. Maria, I'm going to paste it here, and maybe you can paste it in the chat if people can't see this. But this is the link to sign up directly for the program. So if you want to just sign up for funsies, you're certainly welcome to. Or you can add multiple editors in the box. Let me start screen sharing again. Share, whoa, there we go. This participation box also allows you to add editors either in the username box down here, or if you have a list of editors that you know you want to add, you can just copy paste them into this multiple editors interface here. So let's see, I want to add Cruz, GMF, I want to add these 3 people as participants in the program. Oh, okay, so Maria and Vahid are now participants in the program, but I guess I don't know how to spell Ty's name, so he is not a participant in the program. Sorry, Ty. But yes, so it does give you a little results down here so you know who has gotten added. So now, you can see here in the overview, I have 2 editors, Maria and Vahid, that I just added, and they are here in the editors tab. If you want to assign articles to specific people, either to get them started because they're new editors or as part of an education course where you're actually giving assignments, you can assign them here by clicking this Assign Articles button. Let's see, I want to assign Maria the article. Yeah. Yes, I am really sure I want to assign to her. And you can see I can't, I can't click anywhere else on the page until I actually close this modal window by clicking on the same button that I clicked on to open it. And I want to assign Vahid, let's say Sol. Yes. And let's say I also want to assign him, I don't know, dumplings on English Wikipedia. Yes. So if you click on this, you can see we're taken to the dumpling article. Amazing. If you click on this, you're taken to the tiara article. Cool. The next tab is articles. And here your articles are broken down into 3 sections. So the first section is articles edited. This is any article that the participants signed up for your program have edited during the program period. So if Maria or Vahid edited any articles on their work account in the next day, it would show up here in articles edited. This is assigned articles. This is what they are sort of tagged with working on. And this is available articles down here. This is one of my favorite features. So if you have a list of articles that you know need to be worked on, you're doing an oceanography editathon or a specific topographical area, you can add them here. So let's say Barack Obama, yes, and Facebook. Cool. And then people who are participants come to this tab and they see down here available articles and they can select them and it shows up as an article assigned to them. So this way you can avoid edit conflicts, you know which articles are getting worked on in real time, and if you want to say, you know, each article that is edited needs to have at least 1 reviewer, then you can see all the articles that have been worked on. And here, if anybody's reviewing them, you can ask people to review if it's blank. So it's just a really easy way to get people organized, which is pretty cool. Questions? Pause for questions? I can no longer see the Hangout window, so I'm not sure if there's any questions. Okay.
We have one question that I was saving for the end, but I can bring it up now.
Sure.
Zhao wants to know if the dashboard accepts Latin accents. I think this is related to languages.
Ah, yes. So it accepts Latin accents, and it should accept any character set that we throw at it. If it does not, let us know. So there's already Cyrillic and some form of Chinese in there. And I know there are people testing it out in Farsi and Hebrew. So yeah, it has been able to do everything so far. Let us know if it does not.
Cool, thank you.
Cool. And then uploads. This is the files uploaded to Wikimedia Commons. This page isn't very exciting for this program because we haven't uploaded anything yet. Let me show you the page of the Archives Challenge, which is a competition going on in Bulgaria right now, if I understand correctly. So this is what it looks like when populated. Here's a bunch of photos. The activity log, same thing for our program. It's very empty right now because we don't have any activity. But once your participants start editing and uploading, you see all the activity for the past 7 days shows up in your activity log here. So yeah, that is how you set up and track a program on the dashboard. You can delete a program until one of the participants edits something. Once they've actually edited and that's logged in the dashboard, then you have to ask a dashboard admin to delete it for you. And you can ask by emailing me or just dashboard@wikimedia.org. I'll put these links in the video description as well. And we can delete it for you if it somehow was a test or got messed up. We can delete it. And if you want to see the participant perspective, it's very similar. Let me just go into a different test that I am a participant in. So here you see a very similar overview page, except this test doesn't have any description. I can either leave a program or up here work on my articles. I can assign an article saying I'm going to work on this, or I can say I'm going to review this article. You see the same thing in the editors tab and the upload tab. You see down here available articles. I can select, say, Earth for myself to work on. And now I see that in the assigned articles. Oh, here, except it doesn't actually show up. Only the first name shows up. Interesting. Huh. That's interesting. I'll have to look at that. This is a beta. I suppose this is a good time for the caveat. You may find strange things. Nothing that will break the dashboard or break your program or lose your data. It's just little things that haven't been caught yet that we're still cleaning up. So if you find any of those, please do email us, dashboard@wikimedia.org, and let us know what they are. You can also file a bug on Fabricator. I'll put that link down there as well.
Amanda?
Yes.
Oh, sorry. Jen is asking if the dashboard admins are patrolling new programs. Are dashboard admins patrolling new programs?
So right now it's a small band of staff and volunteers, and we're just sort of keeping an eye on it out of excitement. But if we see anything untoward, we'll definitely investigate, but I don't know if I would use a word as strong as patrolling. Does that help?
Yeah, he has a follow-up comment. For the case, if a user starts a course like size-up stalking and adds all the size-ups on a small wiki, for those kind of examples.
Size-up stalking?
Yeah, like a fake program.
I
would guess, right? He hasn't added any other comments.
Let me just see here. Oh, I can't see it here. Ooh.
No, it's on the chat on YouTube.
Okay. Yeah. So there are definitely ways that
he says yes, a fake program.
Okay. Yeah. If you see one or you see one that looks suspicious, please let us know. We're sort of operating in good faith, thinking this will be used mostly by program leaders. But yeah, we don't want it to be used for any fake programs. So please let us know if you do see that.
Brill, do you want to voice your question here? You should unmute yourself.
Hi there, sorry. I joined late, so I'm not sure if this is covered, but I wondered if the edits are tracked in the dashboard for the various language Wikipedias, and if Wikimedia projects like Wikidata are tracked, like the edits that we make to Wikidata. Are those part of the dashboard collecting mechanism?
Yeah, so this is, the dashboard tracks any language in almost any project. So here is one in Spanish Wikipedia. You can do Wikisource, Wiktionary. It should work in any language. It should accept any characters. If it does not, please let us know. That was getting it to work for our entire program community. It was the goal of the spin-off of the WikiEd dashboard. And so the only Wikimedia project that it does not work for currently is Wikidata. It's very sad, but that just takes some different sort of coding. So if it's really important to people, we can get it on the features list. But yeah, it just, you know, we need to prioritize. So let us know if that's important to you.
It's actually super important to us because, well, I'm part of Wikimedia in New York City, and we are really trying to do a lot of editing with Wikidata, and authority control is part of Wikidata. So it's really important to us. So if we can just communicate that and ask for that, that would be really great. Also, I have a follow-up question. Are we allowed to use this for editathons and train the trainer events and different initiatives that we're working on?
Oh yeah, absolutely. So we designed this sort of first beta version with editathons, workshops, and education courses in mind. Anywhere where you're getting a group of people together to edit, you know, collaboratively, or at least on the same topic. And so that's sort of what it's geared towards. People are already using it for editathons. They're already using it for workshops. In fact, I think I had up here a few different things I wanted to show everybody. This, if Google Translate is correct, is a translation training workshop in Chinese. And this is a editathon run in conjunction with the WikiEd Foundation. Excuse me. And you can see here they've actually added a lot to their description about why they're doing it, how to join. And so generally, if you want to join, you, as a participant, you need to know the passcode. You can see I can't see the passcode here because I am not already a participant. But they have said, hey, anybody can come join. So they've actually put it here in the event description, which is pretty cool. This is one that is in Basque. That is a university program in Basque, and they just put a ton of information in the description about how to edit, what you should edit, all those sorts of things. This is the Bulgarian Archives Challenge. This is a program from Algeria that I think they're using it primarily to track their contributions of all the students who are editing on Wikipedia as part of this program for an entire quarter, right? For an entire semester. So they're using it primarily as a tracking tool, right?
Speaking of tracking, is there a way to view the metrics and the reporting for this? Do we have a? Did you already go over that? I apologize.
Yeah. So here you can see the metrics for the program at the top of the overview page in aggregate, right? So you have articles created, edited, number of edits, editors, words added, which is an approximation based on, you know, character word length. Article views since the article was edited, and comments upload. And if you hover over comments upload, it's really cool. It shows you how many files are used in articles so far and how many usages there are across all languages. If you want to see...
Is there anything more granular, and is it exportable?
Yeah, it is not exportable right now, but a copy paste is fairly easy. You can go to the articles edited, the articles tab, and see the number of articles edited and the number of assigned articles that people have picked up. Yeah, that
is the plans to make this information, the metrics, a little bit more granular and capturable. Like, you know, exporting the data would be really helpful as well. I know this is very demanding, and this is a beta, and we're very grateful for the actual ability to use the dashboard outside of Wiki EDU. I understand that, but you know, metrics is always something that we would love to automate a little bit more and have some sort of actual ability to use the dashboard outside of.
Did anyone else just lose Erica?
I just muted my microphone. I was finished with my question. Sorry.
Oh, excellent. All right then. Yeah, so this, I think you actually hit the nail on the head when you said this is a beta, right? So it is designed primarily right now as a program management tool to help you, you know, organize and track your program as you're doing it. But metrics is a really big need for a lot of program organizers, as we've been hearing with our beta users who are using it right now. And also, we want to get this out there so we can hear. This is very concerning. I'm just going to break. We want to get it out there so we can hear from you and others like, you know, I also need it to do this. These features would be really important to me. So we know what ones to prioritize if we get to work on it more. We are aware that metrics are a really big issue. It's really good to also hear your feedback on that. And yeah, if anybody has any you know, feature requests or anything like that, you can add them to the Fabricator board or just send them to me or dashboard@wikimedia.org, and we will make sure to incorporate those as we're prioritizing the next features.
I had one other follow-up question. We often have events that are close to each other in terms of they might be in the same week and sometimes even the same day, and editors will attend multiple events within sort of close time periods. How are the edits separated and not double counted for each of these dashboard events or items?
So your editors are hardcore. That's really awesome. But here, actually, let me get back to the one we just created so I can show you. Demo test. So here, you can assign specific times to the event, which is probably going to be the primary way of separating events. If an attendee goes to, if you have a lot of attendees that go to multiple events that are overlapping in time, I would suggest maybe really encouraging people to select articles as assigned articles that they're working on for that event. So you can say all of these articles were definitely part of this event, and all of these articles over here on this other program, we know we're part of that event because the user, you know, self-selected them.
Okay, thank you very much.
Are there other questions?
There was one comment from Jan echoing the need to be able to track edits on Wikidata, which is a big part of also of Wikipedians in Residence work. So just to echo what
thank you.
I was saying, yes.
That's good to know. Absolutely. I think that's all I had to share. We also have a beta users check-in meeting every 2 weeks for users to sort of share how they're using the dashboard, share any bugs they found, or ask advice from other facilitators. Let me know if anyone wants to participate. I can invite you to that meeting.
Will this be available as a live product for use? Like, what's the time frame of that? And also, Art and Feminism is coming up with over 100 plus events globally. And I'm sure that, I don't know if they're considering this, but it might be something that would be very helpful and usable for them. I'm not speaking for them at all, but I just know it's a large initiative with many, many nodes. So I just wondered, when is the live date for this, and when can it be used?
Yeah, so we're actually talking to Art and Feminism. They are going to use it. It is ready for use now, but sort of my last piece of info for you all was sort of upcoming. What features are we working on like right now that aren't available yet? Which is campaigns, which is going to be super useful for things like Art and Feminism or Year of Science. It's a feature where you'll be able to create a campaign that encompasses many programs, and you'll be able to create a program template within that campaign that people can copy to run their events. So it will already have, all the event description and some of the relevant details, and they just have to add, the start and end time to create their own event within that campaign.
So if we're like a local chapter, like Wikimedia New York City, we have at least 60 events a year. So would that be considered like a campaign? Or, I mean, is that how you envision this being used, that we have sort of like a home space on this dashboard? Or I'm not really sure how this, do you have a mock-up of how that would look, or how that is meant to be used?
Yeah, so let me just go program and events. So this link was in the last event, but I will be sure to put it in this fresh one. This is the community text page for the features, the campaign feature that they're building right now. It will look something like this, where you have your campaign information, you have the details, you have the template for the description that you want people to add, and then it will roll up all the statistics from all those different programs into statistics for the campaign. So if it's associated with that program, it actually, it just says stats area goes here on the mockup, but that's like the dashboard metrics you'll see across the top of that page. That says these are all the editors, these are all the edits, these are all the page views, so forth, for all the programs in this campaign. The way the dashboard is built, you can only add a program to one campaign. So that's sort of at your discretion as a facilitator. Do you want to do, all of Wikimedia New York's in one campaign, or do you want to break out, Art and Feminism and I don't know, Afro Crowd and Black History Month as different campaigns that you track as an organization? It is up to you.
Amanda, I have a question.
Yes, ma'am.
Does this work retroactively? For example, could I put one of the Women in Red edit-a-thons into this dashboard, list the people who had participated in that particular edit-a-thon, and then it would generate some historical detail regarding the articles they created or edited or pictures they uploaded and so on?
Yeah, absolutely. So this is actually a feature that Sage just added at Pharos and Blue Raspberry of Wikimedia New York City's request. So let me come back here. And so the sort of problem with letting programs be added retroactively is that the metrics would take too long to run, right? Because you would have to run all the metrics for all the programs ever rather than just the active ones, and it would take over a day, and people wouldn't be able to see the metrics of their active programs. So what they did to get around that, oh no, here, let's go to my dashboard and say something that is over. Yeah. So on your program overview page, once you've entered it, entered all your program information and created it, if it's in the past, you can say schedule a data update. And then when the metrics, the algorithms run to gather the metrics the next time around within 24 hours, it will give you your data for that program as well. Does that make sense?
I'm not sure. I'm thinking about, well, let's use the art and feminism example. So there were a lot of nodes for art and feminism in 2015. Can we set up a campaign called Art and Feminism 2015 and put in the names of all the usernames? And somehow this will then be able to see from the period of March 1 through March 31st. These were the articles they worked on. These were the images that were uploaded and so on. Something very historical where nothing was set up before. And now we've set it up just to take a look back.
Yeah, absolutely. So you can definitely do that, and you go through the same, program creation process that we just did, except probably with, like 1,000 usernames because it's art and feminism,
Sure.
in a broad date range here entered in the past, it will, because the program is in the past, you'll see this schedule data update button at the bottom of the actions box here. And you just click on that, and then within 24 hours, the metrics should be populated.
That's great. Thank you.
Yeah, it's going to be super useful. I'm really excited. Everybody, if you have a chance to say thank you to Sage, definitely do so. And our community tech team here have been amazing.
Amanda, Fahid asked me if you could go to the demo program you created to the activity tab, because he made a small edit, and we can already see it there.
Oh, can we?
In a way to show how fast it updates. Oh, what happened? There you go. Yeah, that's the thing.
Ooh la la! Well done, Mahid. So just so everybody who can't actually see me typing, I had to I had to refresh the page to see this update. So however you prefer to refresh, that's how you can make it show up. And so what about here? Oh, interesting. Huh.
Amanda, can we share what are the ways that people can sign up to be on the bi-weekly meeting of the dashboard, and how they can report bugs again one more time? Please.
Yeah, so you can, to sign up to be part of the bi-weekly check-in, you can email me or email dashboard at wikimedia.org. I will send you the meeting invite, super informal. It's, around a similar time as now, I think maybe 6 UTC. I'm not sure, I'll have to check. But yeah, every other Wednesday. It's been super useful so far. We really like it. If you want to submit bugs, there's a couple different options. Email dashboard@wikimedia.org, or you can submit them directly to the Fabricator board if you are familiar with Fabricator. And we'll get them from there. I'll put the link to that in the video description, so people will know where to go. And I just wanted to see here. how do we do this? Show. So this is really cool. If you are just interested in seeing what people are working on without switching back and forth between windows, you can just see the you can see the edit that Vahid added to the dumpling article for empanadas. Thank you for that correction, sir. Very important. Any other questions? No?
Feel free to also add any questions on the chat.
All right, then.
Okay.
You all have been delightful. Thank you very much. If there are questions that you didn't want to ask or you think of later, you can email me, email Maria, email dashboard@Wikimedia. We want to answer them. We think this is going to be really useful. We certainly hope it is, and we want to help you use it. So just let us know.
All right. So thank you all for joining, and feel free to share the link to this video with other people who might be interested in using the dashboard. This is being recorded, so it will be available for later.
Awesome. See you, everyone.
Bye.